High Inquisitor Xylar stepped back from the human general. The room's temperature felt suddenly colder, though the climate controls hadn't shifted. On the primary command console, amber lights began to blink frantically. Warning, structural anomaly detected in Sector 4, the ship's automated computer chimed. Xylar tapped his data pad, his breathing becoming shallow. General Vance, you are bluffing. Your homeworld is a prison of oxygen and stone. You cannot threaten a dreadnought from a metal chair. General Vance slowly raised his eyes. The dry, bleeding skin around his knuckles began to flex. We didn't spend 10,000 years fighting predators, Bug. We spent 10,000 years fighting ourselves. We built algorithms to predict every move an enemy could make. And do you know what we discovered? The only way to beat a perfect simulation is to do something entirely, beautifully suicidal. Before Xylar could order the shock guards to activate the pain inducers, the lights in the interrogation room died completely. Total darkness. Emergency red power strips flickered on a second later. In the crimson glow, Xylar saw something that made his secondary heart stop. The heavy, carbon steel magnetic cuffs binding the human weren't just unlocked, they were shattered. The metal was twisted, torn apart by sheer kinetic force and a sudden overload of the room's localized gravity. General Marcus Vance was standing up. Alert, the computer shrieked. Main reactor grid compromised. Terran cyber warfare virus detected in the main mainframe. You thought I was captured? Vance said, his voice echoing in the red-lit dark. He cracked his neck, a sharp popping sound that made the alien guards raise their plasma rifles. Your Vanguard fleet didn't capture my ship. We let you hook into our data core. We needed your flagship to drop its quantum shields to pull my life pod in. My boys on the outside have been waiting for this exact signal. Outside the massive viewport of the flagship, the empty void of space suddenly tore open. Dozens of blue warp flashes illuminated the dark. Not the heavy, slow cruisers of the Galactic Council, but small, brutal, needle-shaped Terran stealth raiders. They hadn't come to fight a war, they had come to clean up a mess. The guards fired. Brilliant blue plasma bolts cut through the air. But Vance wasn't where he had been standing. With the terrifying speed of a species born on a high-gravity death world, the human closed the distance in a fraction of a second. A heavy human fist smashed into the first guard's chitinous armor, shattering it like glass. Xylar fell backward against the console, his screens flashing a bright, bleeding red text, simulation failed. Resistance detected. Vance stood over the Inquisitor, looking down with those cold, biological eyes. He didn't fire a weapon. He just reached out, picked up Xylar's data pad, and pressed a single button, broadcasting to the entire alien fleet. This is General Vance, he said quietly. Earth is officially rejecting your terms. Welcome to Sol, gentlemen. Prepare to die.